Good day to everybody out there. This is See Thy Wealth, water your health, drink a glass of water. And for some reason, my camera, the inside of that lens on this camera here is like some type of smog. So it's kind of like a really foggy kind of picture. Sorry about that. But anyway, it is what it is. As you can see, I'm out here. It has been raining for the last 2 to 3, 4 days, off and on, but more on than off. And I'm tired of it, to be honest with you. This is probably the most rain I've seen here this year, for an extended period of time. And for those of y'all that have seen my previous video, y'all saw that before we went over to the neighbor's property over here to create a diversion tactic from the water that's coming from the neighbor's property, the water was coming here and piling up and almost came to the first step of my second cabin here, the smaller cabin here. So now, after the last couple days, the rain has been coming down really heavy, but, we've been getting pretty good flow. But I think that, this off season, what we're going to do is we're going to find another place to kind of run the water off. So when we do get this kind of water, it's not as, I don't mind it like this, but, when it got up to the step, that was a little worrisome. You know what I mean? But we did find something else to do in the meantime until the rainy season is over with, which I believe is should be this month, December. They say December is like the last of the rainy months here in at least this part of Central America. And I think it's not as much as it is right now, moving forward. So hopefully it's over with within the next week or so. Right now, I have a little breathing room. Just come out here and give you guys a little visual of what I'm seeing. And right now, I'm standing in the mango orchard where we've had a lot of mango trees cut down because they were too close and they weren't producing and bearing any fruit. And the only way for them to do that was to get the proper amount of sunlight. So we got rid of a lot of the mango trees that were here. Every other mango tree we cut down. So we probably still have about 25 to 20, maybe 30 mango trees remaining. I haven't counted. So, I'm excited about that this off season, or this dry season. I think mango season here runs from like May to like October. So I don't know. I'll definitely be showing you guys once the mangoes start to come in. And right behind us is a Malay apple tree. Didn't even know that. It was in the midst of all these mango trees, and the reason why it really hasn't bared any fruit is because it hasn't gotten any sun. So I did see some Malay apples over here, and my goodness, all this mud, it's just so mushy and gushy, and it's just very, very uncomfortable. So we're over on this side where the garden is, and it's as you can see, it's a bit higher over here. This is a new garden that we've tried out. I think now what we're going to do that we've seen, and I don't know if it's the seeds, maybe it's the seeds, but my garden isn't coming in as much as I would like it to. The squash is actually coming up. I think a few other things are coming up too. But, I think we're going to try the hugelkultur method. Has anybody out there heard of the hugelkultur method? But anyway, what I'm saying over here is this part of the property is a little bit higher. So when it floods, the rain doesn't flood as much as it does over there on that side as it, over here. We still have a little bit more higher ground, which is great. And beyond those trees over there is the creek, because we also have this water that comes from where we were in the mango orchard that flows from the mango orchard, right? It flows from the mango orchard and it comes this way, right? Then it goes that way, and then it kind of sits right here. And this little section here is a little dip. It sits right about here. And then of course you go straight to the back of the property where it kind of rises up more. And we have a line there of a bush behind the cohoon palms, but it sits right here. So this off season, we want to create something. And up there, as you can see, it's a little higher. Got some big plans for that section over there. You guys will see that in the future. And I'm excited about it. But no, man, we definitely are here in the jungle, the rainforest, and a little garden over here. I'm excited about that. If that doesn't work out, then we're going to try the Hugo culture method. Maybe it's the seeds, to be honest with you. Maybe, and honestly, and if it's not the seeds, then maybe it has to be the seeds, because this can't be this soil. This soil is like some of the best, right? We had a lot of rain, ran out of power, and that's really what I wanted to come on here and talk about running out of power. Ran out of power for the last day. And what happened was I shouldn't have cooked. Not yesterday, but the day before. I cooked that quinoa, which takes about 20 to 25 minutes. I think that may have took a little longer because I cooked a little extra. And I shouldn't have made it. That's really, I think, what done it. On top of, we still get some voltage. Like today, it's clearing up a little bit. So we're going to get, I think the power is going to probably come back on today. It's still supposed to be cloudy and rainy, but hopefully, hopefully within the next several hours, we'll be able to get some voltage. This is not like really like I need anything anyway, but you know, my fridge, I just have some blueberries, some raspberries, some coconut water, and a few other little things in there, and I'll just have to throw that out if it goes bad. But you know, because it's been off since last night, and it is what it is. You know, it's been a lot of rain. I live here in the rainforest, and I live off grid. That's one of the sacrifices. And I'm gonna get the battery pack. I think the battery pack, the new battery pack is about $7,500 US. You know, so we have to get another battery pack. A battery bank will be good for when we have a lot of sunlight. We have 100% in one battery bank. We can then start to store more storage in the second battery bank. That way, when days like this come, we will be okay. We won't have to worry about not being able to cook, not being able to watch TV, not being able to charge our cell phones, you know, and have all that stuff in the refrigerator going dead. So yeah, it's a really big thing, but you know, it is what it is. We wanted to kind of see, this is our first year here. We've been here since April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Actually May, we moved into this property here in May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So 7 months. 7 months, we've been able to see that we will need a second battery. That's I don't want to say a necessity, it's a want. It's a want for me because I don't think it's a need. But we want a second battery just so we know in the future that once we do get an abundance of rain for days at a time, we will be just fine, right? And if it comes to the future where we have to get a third battery, then we'll assess that then. But right now, and I think we are going to go ahead and invest in that second battery and take it from there, because we do live off grid. We do provide our own energy from the sun, which is our power. We get our water from the well. We get our water from the rain catchment system that we have, the gutters along our house that goes into a water catchment system. And we also have a creek that borders the entire length of this property. So we're good on the waterfront. And as you can see, we have a lot of water that's just sitting right there for mosquitoes to just have a breeding ground. You know, but no, it's, I'm blessed. I'm highly favored, and I'm thankful. And you know, this is just another example of we have to continue to figure out what and how we're going to move forward, because we're never giving up. We're never giving up. We're never going anywhere unless we're forced to go somewhere. But anyway, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. This is See Thy Wealth, Water Your Health. Drink a glass of water. This is my visual of a rainforest here off grid. Not leaving anywhere. I know the heading or the title I think I was putting the title to be something kind of like enticing and, you know, make it seem like I was leaving, but I'm not going anywhere. We're here to take on the challenge. We're here to continue. And as you can see up there, over here, you really can't see it from here. Maybe I should take you guys over.